So hopefully you've got that working on your site. So if we go back to the example, it should be sort of looking a bit like this at the moment. Okay, we're going to tidy it up, so don't worry too much. So the next thing we're going to be doing is we're going to start sort of thinking about our left menu. So again, if I just show you my example, okay, what we're going to do there is I'm just going to add in some sort of text, but also I'm just going to add in my web links. So these are the links which go out onto other websites. Now again, I'm just going to show you how to do that, and I'll give you a web link to find those that coding in there. All right, so let's get going. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to you can see now that this area, I've gone into the left, which means it's the left-hand side, the bit which we've just been talking about. So I'm just going to grab this text, and I'm just going to drop it into my left-hand side where it says left menu, and I'm just starting to populate that area there. Okay, so you can see there that it's gone into my website, and it's just got some. I've just put some stuff about those web links. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add those web links. So those web links look like this. I've styled them in a H2, but you can do them as you want. And we're using what's called a href. Okay, and you can see that it's got the name of the website, or the web link of the website, and then it's got target means blank. Now that means it's going to pop out onto another actual website, web browser, and it's not going to be in your web browser, so you're going to lose your website. And then the bit in white is the actual bit that everyone sees. So pure 80s pop there, for example. So if we quickly go to where are we? I've got a web link open, hopefully. Okay, so this is the web link for it. I'll put this onto a resource, but you can see there that we've got this href. Okay, this is the URL, the kind of the name of where we want to do. That's the stuff you're going to see, and then that, like I say, I put in the extra bit, because otherwise, if you don't do that, it opens up in your actual page. So you can grab that. You can just copy and paste that one. So if I do this one, for example, and I drop that into my web page, you can see that's there. So if I save that now, you'll see what that looks like. Okay, so there is that bit there. Now when I click on that, you can see that it's sort of trying to open up in the same browser, okay, which is what we don't want. What we want it to do is we want it to go into a new browser. Okay, so as you can see there, I've added a target. Okay, target equals blank. Okay, and that goes in. The target equals blank. So it sort of helps you along, and you can see that that's for the W3 schools. Okay, so again, there we go. And then if I click on that link now, you can see it's opening up in a new web browser, and it's opened up that one there instead of there. Now, obviously, that's what you want. There is other options, which is parent. So you can see that when I've put in there, or self. What the main one you want, you don't want it to open up in the same web browser that you've got your website, because otherwise you'll lose your website. You'll have to sort of go back or use the back button. So what you want to do is choose blank. Okay, so what I'd like to do is maybe you need a couple of links, I guess. I have done 3, and you can see that I've just styled them as well. I've put H2 around them. Okay, and the reason for that is if you have a look at that on there, it's just a bigger font size, and I've aligned them to the center, and I've made them black. Okay, so it just gives you a different styling. So if I just drop those from my old website into my new one, you'll see the difference. Okay. Now what you can see as well is that this is sort of slowly expanding this area, which is fine. So you can see now that I've got my original one, but this is my new with the H2 tag. As you can see, they're looking slightly different. Okay. So that's what I need you to do here is using the link I've given you, or you can just follow this on there. You find your website so you want to add in, and then just use this sort of A space href and then the actual URL of it, and then tag it blank, and then the name that you want to give it on the page, and then don't forget to have that sort of final closing tag as well. Okay, so have a go at doing that and see if you can add those to your site.